There's massive stone walls, fortified gateways, and water cisterns. With its most distinctive
Is it loud or something?
The Vinchucata, which resembles a scorpion's tail.
Damn, this is like
it is close.
China's big brother. What type of?
Why are you being a piece of crap?
To need this type of strategic position.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, they're saying this is not a dinosaur in this title.
Piece of shit.
It appears to be a skeleton of one. But what is it if it's not a dinosaur? It does have some crazy teeth. Look at how the bones just protrude up.
People want to laugh at you when you say Antarctica is a cover-up. First of all, you already know how ice wall is real. Second of all, this was in 2025. What is that? What is that?
What is all these faces next to it? Looks like you got a some type of dragon demon with sharp teeth. There's a lot of craziness going on in this photo.
First of all, how do y'all find this stuff?
Yeah, y'all niggas work together on some fuck shit.
Oh, this is just AI. Okay, cool. Cool. You see the patterns, you know, you see the Black Pyramid, you see all the things in Antarctica, Deception Island. It's like weird, crazy, kooky, right? People will even say this, hold on, the fact that the Rothschilds, one of the richest families, the Rothschilds have an island in Antarctica where, mind you, there's a whole treaty saying we're prohibited from going to certain parts of Antarctica. Why do y'all have an island if it is just ice? Why is there an island? Okay, all right, we got that. If you thought that first thing was AI, what's this? What is that? What is that? So somebody found these.
What in the mummy sands of time is going on here? I forgot which mummy it was. But this is taken straight out of that scene, isn't it? Where his whole face like formed with the actual desert. Or even on Lion King, when that lion came out the scene and opened his mouth and he's supposed to go through it and get some treasure.
So somebody found these coordinates. I don't know what the coordinates are, but there is a giant face in the ice. Now, there's a lot of things that I can say, you know, maybe it's just a coinky-dink, but this doesn't look like a coinky-dink. I'm seeing it now. I know too well. Before I die, I must know what is going on. What are they hiding specifically? I need names. I need to know what it is. These are the things that haunt me at 2 a.m. What do y'all think is going on?
We have another Egyptian artifact. Take a look at this crazy piece. You can see like something is in the inside of it. You don't see pieces, artifacts like this all the time. It's almost like it's made of ivory, maybe. And what's inside it? What is she holding? It's like she's holding up some type of device. It's good. The cathedral, this is a damn dungeon. Get me out of here. Alright, take a look at this wall. Take a look at the corner of this wall. And just how it just bends. Stone doesn't bend like that, y'all. Look at the scene. That statue more than what? We just walk by it every day. What do you mean? These are weird. It's been here all this time. But then you stop and ask yourself, how though? This artifact is ginormous, but the crazy part is, look at this saw. Like someone tried to take like a giant jigsaw and chop this artifact, Egyptian artifact, in half. Or am I tripping? Do you see that? Look at this. Someone tried to saw his cranium off. I'm not sure if this was Hammer or Chezo. Everybody yelling. It's not Hammer and Chisel. He used some type of technology, man. And somebody took a raggedy jigsaw to this trying to get something off. What if something's inside it? Whenever I see these statues like this, I'm just waiting for them to start moving like Scooby-Doo. You know what I'm saying? Like they're about to be animated somehow.
Here's a quick preview of what's coming. Take an animated trip around the world and see what it's like for teens living in other countries. Explore global issues and learn how unique America really is. Enjoy the rest of our free videos for all ages when you subscribe at PragerU.com.
Welcome to Los Angeles, the second most populous city in the USA and the heart of sunny Southern California. Its residents, known as Angelinos, enjoy the city's beaches, hiking trails, museums.
Now this next armor was found in a royal tomb, 4th century BC, the age of Philip II in Greece. For the king in country. Alright, this Egyptian appears to have some type of ray beam. He's wielding some type of sniper ray beam. What is going on here? This can't be real. There's no way. If this is real, that's absolutely crazy. Maybe it'll shed some light on how these structures got made. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. What is this like sundial on the top of this like device? It could have been like a sculpting device, maybe?
Tartaria. That's what we're going to talk about today. It's definitely not the subject I'm used to, but I know a lot about this. Check out this building behind me. It doesn't fit in with the motif around here, but that building sticks out like a sore thumb.
Who calls that hard?
We didn't build this, just to let you know. But look at these buildings around us. These always look like they're from the 60s and the 70s, and then you got these brick buildings over here. Nothing fits in with that building. But I noticed some really weird stuff on it. Right above the windows, across there, the middle windows, there was a picture of people.
Interesting. They look like Native Americans.
On every window, and they're not the same. It's different people. But then we come over here to this, actually, right between the roof right there, you got those little points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Got those 8 little white points right here at the bottom. That is an everything Tartarian. Then you go up there to the clock. The clock was probably added. But up here at the top, you have these other 4 globe-looking things going around the top with points on them. That is Tartarian.
Look at this. Who puts 12 pillars on the sky deck? Look at all the light bulbs. If we look even closer, it appears to be light bulbs on top, like we see on all those ancient foreign fairs.
There's no doubt about that. That almost looks like a family crest. And then you got the thing that's brass or copper up there that's green now. There is pine cones, pineal glands. Y'all know. It's up there on those doses, or whatever you want to call them. There's a point on the top. This is how they used to harness energy back in the day. Energy used to be free. Nikola Tesla used to be here in Colorado Springs, and he was trying to bring back free electricity. We get some closer ups of what's going on here. This guy.
Guys, this is excellent footage. That pillar with the light on top, that was insane.
The ball down the building, they're not the same either. Look at this design right here. It's got Knight's Templar symbol, maybe? It's right there. I think it is, though. You got these two right here. What is this all about? Make it make sense. Come on now. What is this? This does not belong here. It's whole Tartarian stuff. This has Tartarian written all over it. Of course, they're not going to tell you. Boy, am I glad I came around and walked on the other side of this boat for y'all. What is this? Follow the setting sun. Yeah, I don't know about that. This is weird.
This is an insane structure. If you guys can decode or decipher this structure right here, drop it in the comments below. We need more information on this. What is going on here? This is a sundial. They got a Stargate buried underneath this. Drop it below. Looks like some type of ancient pyramid weapon. Ancient pyramid energy device or something.
Tartaria.
David Wilcox died. He was been exposed while they really in Memphis. An X-11 solar flash landed in Memphis, a sonic boom sound last year that a lot of people was posting about, and they started erasing posts. The news know about this. The sun comes in 3 different chakra colors, and that's where I've been getting my memory from since that time.
Really amazed to find out this prophecy of a first wave of ascension, that it was going to happen by mid-2025, and that there is going to be, as I just said, a full solar flash, but only after everybody's ready for it.
That's where I've been getting my memory from since last. A full solar flash, what does that mean? It's the plan. When I woke up in the middle of the night, I started getting my memory. Everybody's making up. Just back time down, too.
Y'all getting charged up. Are people getting charged up like Superman off the sun?
So look, the sun released a solar flash on May 24th, right? X-11, and on May 25th, X-11, and it landed in Memphis. So watch it.
Oh, Memphis, Tennessee, how lucky you are. So the blast that you guys witnessed on May 25th at 3 a.m. was something very, very powerful. So for the ones that have the ringing in their ears, waking up in the middle of the night, all the ascension symptoms, this is for you. Some people actually heard the blast, but it did show up on radar. So what this was your golden node, and it has been activated. This is an ancient prophecy that was just activated to purify your grid. Don't know if you saw the latest Elon Musk's interview stating that Memphis was actually Egypt, and their new god will come out of Memphis. Oh, it's actually his AI god. It's just him trying to stop it.
So some of us are going to be able to go right into that higher astral body and be ready for the full-blown fourth density right
What is going on here? Memphis is getting charged up.
After this first wave happens. So apparently there will be some people who become incredible superheroes right off the bat. And this could involve telekinesis, this could involve telepathy, this could involve shooting lightning out of your hands, balls of light out of your hands. All these kinds of interesting things appear to be some of the basic stuff. The ability to project thought forms, to project complex visual thought forms. And again, by location, projecting your own essence into your force density body.
I was just kidding about turning into Superman, but they weren't. He's like, look, this is about to happen. This solar wave that's coming, get ready. You're about to turn into Shazam.
That's what we're all going to have to learn how to do.
And so we've also been being hit with the biggest solar flares we've never seen in our lifetime. We got this stuff on the weather radar in Memphis yesterday. We got the feds rolling up in Memphis. Is it for crime? I doubt it. I keep hearing about the new Madrid fall, potential earthquakes happening everywhere. I'm sure y'all seen the prediction.
I think the people that got superpowers in Memphis need to start flying around and doing some justice. Residents noticed that a UFO wasn't making any noise. The crazy part about these UFOs, this isn't the first time we've heard about them. We've seen these different devices before. This one's just elongated like that. This one's just elongated like a. This one's just a little bit longer. But how it's hovering, I don't know if that's the cameraman or if it's just losing control. That could be the cameraman. But yeah. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you thought I wasn't going to hit you with another excellent specimen of the day today, think again, bucko. I know. We didn't do one yesterday. I apologize for that. But we're getting right back to it with this one. If you're new around here, what we do is we rate specimens 1 through 10 and we give it a name. This one, I'm going to give this a 9.2, and I'm going to call this Blueberry Pop-Tart. The code word for today is Dark Waters 9. Welcome back to Dark Waters 9. Today we got some straight up haunting, unexplained paranormal activity caught on camera. Creepy like ghost encounters you never seen before. Starting with this. In Sierra, Brazil, a UFO research group captured something supernatural glowing in the hills. Mysterious light anomaly, no explanation. The anonymous user is saying this is paranormal activity caught on camera. Now, if this is an orb, a spirit, or something else, we don't have a name for it. You be the judge. You can hear the breathing of how scared he is. This is giving me some type of Egyptian Stargate vibes. And if you look to the left, it's like something is kind of projecting towards it. It looks like something you'll see out of that fantasy action movie, Gods of Egypt. Look at this. This is some type of scary paranormal activity, supernatural entity, and real evidence that none of us can explain why. Now, I don't know if this is real, staged, or what, but let's take a look and you be the judge.
Habéis enviado este vídeo para que juntos hagamos un análisis. Esto se supone que sucedió en un colegio en México. Y como puedes ver...
Look at how her body just lifted up. This appears to be in Mexico somewhere. But just look at how her entire body just jerks up. Like no one is grabbing her, and it would be difficult to try to pull yourself up like that. You know what I'm saying? That is terrifying. And it looks like everybody around her is concerned and trying to calm her down. What do you guys think about this situation? What would you do if you're in a class and you see a classmate doing this? Tell me your thoughts below. What do you think about this scary horror footage?
जलपरियां सच में होती हैं, कम से कम इस नदी में तो है ही। हमने यहाँ ऐसी कई जलपरियां पकड़ी हैं। ये वीडियो उन लोगों के लिए है जो यकीन नहीं करते। ये बिल्कुल असली है और बहुत खतरनाक होती है। अरे शांत हो जा, ये मेरे हाथ से निकलने की कोशिश कर रही है। देखो कैसे छटपटा रही है। अरे
Why does this man got the mermaid in a full announcement? And he's got something to say. What is he saying? What could you possibly say to have a mermaid in a full announcement? I finally got one. Is this what y'all looking for? I got one right here. I would never thought I'd see a mermaid get put in a full announcement. That's crazy.
Now, what are you going to say about this? What are the skeptics going to say? What are you going to do? So, can somebody tell me, what in the freaking side is this? So this was picked up on a trail camera in the UK. What kind of animal is this? So first, look at those fingers. Look at them fingers, bro. It's not a dog. It's not a cat. And it's not Bigfoot.
It's an unexplained creature.
What is it? And that face? Red dog? I've not seen nothing like this in my life. Now, I know I'm the guy that comes with all the answers. And, you know, I've got a lot of things to say. Listen, I'm not a zoologist. I don't know what this one is. If somebody can tell me in the comments what this is, because I don't want to go down as a conspiracy theorist, you know.
I don't know, but it's definitely got human features. Almost like it's cheesing, almost like a humanoid type face.
The thing that I think is so interesting about transformative experiences is that they act like a pill that rewires you. It makes you into a different kind of person. And what makes them interesting is in part this combination of newness and discovery and personal change that they bring. But another thing that makes them interesting is that they aren't like those other utterly mundane, important, but rather boring decisions that you make. Because they break our ordinary models for making choices. Not only does it break the model, but those decisions are some of the most important decisions in our lives. My name is Laurie Paul. I publish as L.A. Paul, and I'm a professor of philosophy and cognitive science at Yale University.
Chapter 1, The Epistemic Wall.
I'm well known for my work on transformative experience and transformative decision making. So transformative experience is an experience that really has two important components. The first component is that it's epistemically transformative. And what I mean by this is that it teaches you something new. It's a new kind of experience for you. And essentially, it's the kind of experience that you have to have in order to know what it's like. And an easy example might be if you say you were colorblind and then suddenly put on a pair of chroma glasses and were then able to see color. And you might agree with me, I certainly think that until this person has actually put those glasses on and discovers what it's like to see red, there's a really important sense in which they just don't know what it's like to see red. They might know lots about it, but they don't know what it's like. The other part of a transformative experience involves the personal component. So an epistemically transformative experience, like seeing color for the first time, might be important and interesting. It might be quite profound, but it might not be as profound as all that. And what I mean is, it might not change who you are. A personally transformative experience is an experience that changes what you care about, maybe how you understand yourself, really changes some of your kinds of fundamental core preferences, some of the things that you care about most. The interesting cases are cases where the epistemic transformation and the personal transformation come into play together. In other words, there's an experience like having your first child, being diagnosed with a terminal illness, going to war, getting divorced, falling in love for the first time, that is both epistemically transformative, it's a new kind of experience that you've never had before, and at the same time, it's profound. It changes who you are. Through the discovery of what this experience is like, it basically reworks you in some very fundamental way, changing something that you care about most. What led me into this were a series of transformative experiences in my own life. I struggled with trying to decide what kind of career I wanted to explore. I left home when I was reasonably young and traveled around the world. And in particular, the really crucial change for me was when I had my first child. And that's because I'm the sort of person who likes to do a lot of research and get lots of anecdotal and scientific testimony and making a big decision. I thought very carefully about this, and I had many plans. And then I had a child, and I realized just how useless all of that preparation had been for really understanding what was about to happen to me and how my life was going to change. One of the first books I bought when I discovered I was pregnant is called What to Expect When You're Expecting. I felt that if I worked hard enough, if I thought hard enough, if I was careful enough, I could really know what was most likely to happen, how I should think it through, and what to expect in some sense. And so I would have a kind of control over my life as I was reconstructing myself. It's not that I didn't know that there were huge changes in the pandemic hike. I just somehow thought that I had more of an understanding of how this was going, and more control over the whole process. And what I felt like I discovered at a personal level was that actually I was fooling myself. And I also thought that there was this kind of collective disillusion as well. I mean, the book was called What to Expect When You're Expecting, right? Like, I got the idea of trying to explore as much as I could about what it was like to be a parent from this sort of collective assumption that that's the way that you make an informed choice. That's how you do things responsibly. That's what, being thoughtful and careful about it involves. And I think that's just not right. It's just not true. I do think you should be thoughtful and careful. I do think you should try to, explore what other people can tell you before you make the decision. But thinking that that's going to arm you with what you need to know when you become a parent so that you can make your choices carefully, you can be the best possible parent so you know what you're getting yourself into, is just wrong. In 2,500 years of philosophical exploration, somehow no philosopher had ever actually explored the nature of growing a baby and actually producing that baby and then falling in love with that baby, and how that could be both epistemically and personally transformative. Probably not too much of a surprise there, because most philosophers in the past, I think Aristotle or Hume or others who weren't particularly likely to grow a baby inside of themselves and produce that baby. So maybe there was something about the diverse experience that I had that gave me that kind of insight. In any case, that was what happened. And once that happened, then I reflected on how bizarre and interesting and kind of epistemically overwhelming it was. All of this ended up with me writing a paper called What You Can't Expect When You're Expecting, about decision-making and having a child. The concept of an epistemic wall is something that I've been developing recently in my work. It's really a way of visualizing the importance of the epistemic shift that a transformative experience is going to facilitate. There's this sense in which you know your life is going to change dramatically in this radically new way, and yet you can't see that moment. So I think of it as not being able to see past an epistemic wall. Like, I imagine standing in front of a high, featureless concrete wall, just a gray expanse. And you know, by the next day, you'll be on the other side of the wall, able to see the landscape in front of you. But right now, you can't see farther than 2 inches ahead. A way to explain the problem this presents for very standard, extraordinary models of decision-making and rational choice can be explained by the way that we face this epistemic wall. Because if you face an epistemic wall, you can't see beyond, then you can't, in an important imaginative way, see the outcomes or the nature of the outcomes that you're contemplating trying to bring about. So someone can tell you about them, but in a very important first-person way, if you be acquainted with those outcomes, especially as they apply to you, as opposed to how they will apply to other people. And there's
type space. Now this next one is crazy. This is real-time lightning strike map, and every single lightning strike is directed at the United States. Now I don't know what this is, if this is a vessel or what's in the ocean. You be the judge.
Pointed straight at the United States, emanating from this area right here, as if there's something in the ocean causing all these lightning strikes.
Yeah, I don't know if this is some type of scary, unexplained weather manipulation, directed energy. I don't know what it could be, but you be the judge. Right, this next one, the user claims that they found some UFO footage caught on camera high above Plymouth, Massachusetts, campground in Duxbury.
But
Oh yeah, he's got a good view of whatever is going on. It appears that it's spinning, the classic disc shape, spinning, rotating. But how about that ocean blue, neon blue color coming up out of the bottom? It's always the real good footage, they're trying to focus and they'll keep coming back in and out. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You guys tell me. He didn't hop back on it and ride it back down, did he? He looked so confident, like that was probably his job for the day, was to pass those out. And then this crack right here. Jesus Christ.
oh.
Ready? Let's go. Chance. Bring him out.
Justine, can you tell me what you saw?
Joe, look me in the eye. I swear to you, you're telling the truth.
Justine, you can look just at me. Look over there.
But what you say you saw was so bad.
Ethan! Look at this big guy. Look at that big guy. My grumbly, grumbly monster. I love you. Yeah. Jon Snow, that's you from Game of Thrones? Listen to the roar the dire wolf is. This is a wolf, right? That's not a coyote, this is a whole wolf, I believe. Look at this big guy. Look at that big guy. I think the bond you would have to have an apex predator be your sidekick. How beautiful. Do you find with a wolf or an exotic animal like this? Or do you know or have experience of it? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. You know, I don't want to brag, but I get a little dangerous too. You know, I had a squirrel grab a peanut from my hand one time.
Oh my God. It's my old Philly. How you doing, Thomas? My old Philly. Thomas, how you doing?